cool that like Julio's son trains with them right here and everything.
It really is.
Yeah, it's super awesome. You don't see a lot of like father-son stuff, you know?
Yeah, no, it's really nice. Ladies and gentlemen of Knucklehead Nation, Vanessa Little Monster Demopoulos. Did I pronounce that correctly?
You did pronounce that correct.
Oh,
yeah.
I feel so good
job,
about
good
myself.
job.
Thank you.
That's appreciated.
So before I walked you over here, you said 4th, 5th, 7th training session of the day.
Who knows? We lose track, man. You
Yeah,
just keep
yeah.
training. Yeah, Dory's like my superhero from like Finding Nemo.
Oh,
you know,
okay,
like just
okay.
keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep training, just keep training.
Was that part? Is that why you're the little monster? You just keep
Yeah.
going and going?
With a smile on my face, that's exactly why.
My goodness, that's kind of intimidating. I'm not gonna lie. Vanessa, you know, I know about you, and you've had a great career so far, and you're on your way up. For people of Knucklehead Nation who may not know about you, tell us, who is Vanessa the Little Monster Demopoulos?
My name is Vanessa Little Monster Demopoulos. I am the former LFA champion, 7-time American national champion in Jiu-Jitsu, 2-time Pan American champion, 7-1 in professional Jiu-Jitsu, professional cage fighter, on my way to the UFC, and one day I will be UFC champion, so keep your eyes peeled.
I love it. Vanessa, you're like 5-3 right now, is that the
Currently,
record?
that's correct.
Okay,
yes.
and do you have a striking record as well? Like, did you have a striking career before as well, or
You know what? I did start off in Muay Thai,
Yeah.
but that was like before I even started MMA. You know,
Gotcha,
so
gotcha.
I started off in Muay Thai, started fighting MMA, learned Jiu-Jitsu, and then like it was really hard for me to get striking fights
Yeah.
and MMA fights. So I was like, you know what? If I do Jiu-Jitsu, at least I know I have a competition.
Yeah.
So yes.
Very cool. So last couple outings was with LFA. As we all know, that's the feeder league. You're on
Yes.
your way to that UFC.
right,
So,
that's
you
right.
know, sending some positive vibes to you on that one. Were you born and raised around here? I mean, tell me a little bit about your background.
No, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
yes, fighter out of Cleveland, Ohio. I grew up in Greece when I was younger. You know, like
What? So
yeah.
that's where the last name obviously comes from.
Demopoulos,
Okay,
yeah. It's
okay,
undeniable
okay.
that I'm Greek. So
Yeah,
and then I moved here when I was like 7, 8 years old. Used to go back every year, but yeah, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. So
Very cool, very cool. And what kind of got you into combat sports of all things? You know what I mean?
you know, it's a very interesting story, but like I got kicked out of school for fighting when I was a kid.
Oh, troublemaker.
It was one of those, like, when I became an adult, like, I always wanted to be, like, a real fighter and a martial artist, but I was discovered through pole dancing. So I was a pole dancer, an exotic entertainer, and someone was like, you know, if you took that same skill, mindset, fluidity, and put it towards fighting, you might do something with that. So,
Wow.
yeah, that was 11 years ago. I think it worked out okay.
That is crazy interesting.
Thank you, yeah.
So, I mean, kind of, you know, now you've piqued my interest. Kind of let me know how you got into, I mean, how were you discovered? You said discovered.
Yes.
What was the discovery process?
I was, you know, like, very Cirque du Soleil is probably the best comparison,
Okay,
you know, like,
okay.
to my acrobatics with pole dancing.
Yeah.
So I'm like an aerialist, you know, extremely, like, you know, gymnastics, crazy stuff. And it was like, they're like, if you put that same, like, strength, fluidity, body mechanics towards fighting, you know, like, it's a lot of similarities, and you'll be successful at it.
So, like a Taekwondo instructor walked into, you know, a Cirque du Soleil and found you, or I mean, what happened?
No,
there?
it was a Muay Thai instructor that happened to have
see.
been at the club when I was entertaining.
I see. I love it. Hey, I think that's very cool and inspirational, and
Thank you.
kind of shows you that talent really translates, right? I mean, it depends on what you focus on, right?
You know what? I really do believe that success carries. You know, there is a blueprint to success, and if you can create that in one atmosphere, you can take that into another arena. You know, put your same heart, your same dedication towards something, and you can absolutely achieve. You know, if you truly work towards that, you can build off of things and create something great.
So, Vanessa Demopoulos, the next step for you, you want to go to the UFC.
Absolutely.
You're in here in Saxon Muay Thai. I mean, that was a brutal class.
Thank you. Yeah. And we did a class right before that class as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Besides, I guess, breaking into the UFC, are there any other kind of goals that you have for the immediate and maybe not so immediate future? What kind of drives Vanessa Demopoulos?
Yeah, you know, my hunger for success and being able to help millions of people through my personal story of overcoming and becoming, you know, it's not an easy road, you know, and I really didn't come from much, like most people don't, you know, and
Yeah.
I want to show people it doesn't matter where you came from or who people told you were supposed to become. You can truly work your way towards becoming something. You know, and right now with my goals, I mean, I was the LFA champion. That's like the highest accolade that you can get outside of the UFC without hitting the major leagues. So UFC is the major league that I'm aiming for. I was already on the Contender Series. Unfortunately, the decision did not go my way. But yeah, the UFC is my goal. So, and becoming the UFC champion and being able to help impact those lives is really important to me. That's my driving force.
I love it, Vanessa.
Yes. Have a goal, set it, and work towards it, you guys. I'm telling you, it's a real thing.
This went from just a regular interview with a fighter to something very motivational, so I appreciate it, Vanessa.
Love you guys.
Vanessa, is there anything else you want to share with me before I let you go? Because I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know you've been training all day, you know?
No, you know what? I've been training all day, but you guys are always worth it. Just keep being amazing. Keep firing off, you know, reaching for those goals. That's all I got, you know, because that's what we're doing in here every single day. These classes aren't easy. The things that we're doing every day aren't easy, but we dedicate, we sacrifice, and we make it happen. So,
is there a biography coming out?
You know what I'm saying? It's just come from the soul,
I think there should be a biography, man.
Thanks, you guys.
Ladies
and
gentlemen, Vanessa, where can they follow you on social media?
Follow me on Lil Monster Demo / right now. So Little Monster Demo, you'll be able to find me on IG.
Awesome. And can you threaten them to subscribe to the Fighters Rep YouTube channel?
Subscribe. That's right.
Thank you, Vanessa. Appreciate you.